Ever wondered why New Zealand is also known as the land of the long white cloud? If you've ever been intrigued by this question, then you're in the right place. Welcome to the fascinating world of New Zealand, a land rich in cultural traditions, and a place where unique customs and taboos hold a significant place in society. New Zealand, or as the Maori people call it, Aotearoa, is a name that's as beautiful and picturesque as the land itself. The term Aotearoa is more than just a name. It's a description, a narrative, a story of the people and the land. In Maori language, Aotearoa translates to the land of the long white cloud. This name is believed to have its roots in the Maori folklore, where the ancestors are said to have voyaged across the sea, navigating their way to this land by following a long luminescent cloud during the day and a long bright cloud at night. The Maori people, the indigenous Polynesian inhabitants of New Zealand, have a rich and vibrant culture. Their traditions and customs, passed down through generations, are deeply rooted in respect for the land, the sea, the sky, and each other. And in this culture, the concept of tapu, or taboos, plays a crucial role. But what exactly is a taboo? In general, taboos are customs prohibiting or restricting a particular behavior based on social or religious beliefs. They are the unwritten rules of a society, the do's and don'ts that govern behavior and maintain social order. In New Zealand, these taboos are not just rules, they are a way of life, deeply embedded in the culture, influencing everything from how people interact with each other to how they interact with their environment. So, now that we've set the stage, it's time to embark on a journey to explore the intriguing world of New Zealand's taboos and strange facts. From the unusual to the outright bizarre, these cultural norms and customs offer a fascinating insight into the unique culture of the land of the long white cloud. Let's dive into the intriguing world of New Zealand's taboos and strange facts. Starting with the least shocking, here are taboos 15 to 12. At number 15, we have the taboo against sitting on tables. It might seem like a no-brainer for some, but in New Zealand, it's a serious faux pas. This taboo stems from the Maori belief that each person has a spiritual essence, or mana. The head is considered the most sacred part of the body, where the mana is strongest. Tables, being surfaces where food is placed and eaten, are considered sacred too. By sitting on a table, you're disrespecting the mana of the food and the people who will eat it. So, when in New Zealand, keep your derriere off the dining table. Moving on to taboo number 14, not passing food hand to hand. This might seem like a strange one, but it's deeply rooted in Maori culture. The Maori believe in the concept of tapu, which is a sort of spiritual restriction. Certain things and people are considered tapu, and direct contact with these can be seen as a violation. As food is often associated with the mouth and the mouth is considered tapu, passing food hand to hand can be seen as a violation of this restriction. Instead, food should be placed down for another person to pick up. For number 13, we're looking at the taboo of touching another person's head. Again, this goes back to the Maori concept of mana. The head is considered the most sacred part of the body, and touching another person's head is seen as a deep disrespect. So resist the urge to ruffle a child's hair, no matter how cute they are. Lastly, at number 12, we have the taboo of entering a person's home without an invitation. While this is considered rude in many cultures, in New Zealand it's a serious taboo. The home is seen as a private and sacred space, and entering without an invitation is seen as a violation of that sanctity. Surprising, isn't it? But hold on, we're just getting started. Moving on to taboos 11 to 8. Let's start with the 11th taboo on our list, not whistling at night. This might sound a bit odd, but in Maori culture, whistling after dark is considered a call to the spirits. It's believed that by doing so, you're inviting unwanted spiritual attention. This is a reflection of the deep spiritual beliefs that are woven into the fabric of New Zealand's indigenous culture. Next, at number 10, we have a taboo that's rooted in respect for personal space, not touching someone's head. In Maori culture, the head is considered the most sacred part of the body. Touching someone else's head, particularly without their permission, is seen as a serious violation of personal boundaries. This taboo underscores the importance of respect for the individual in New Zealand society. Coming in at number 9 is a taboo that dates back to the early days of New Zealand's history, not sitting on tables. This taboo is all about respect for food and the role it plays in sustaining life. Tables are seen as a place for food, and sitting on them is considered disrespectful. This taboo is a reminder of the importance of food and the role it plays in bringing people together in New Zealand culture. Finally, at number 8, we have a taboo that may seem strange to those of us from other cultures. Not passing food from chopsticks to chopsticks. This is a nod to the significant Asian population in New Zealand. In many Asian cultures, passing food from chopsticks to chopsticks is reminiscent of a funeral ritual, and it's considered bad luck to do so in any other context. This taboo is a testament to the multicultural nature of New Zealand and the respect for different cultural practices that exists within the country. These may seem strange to outsiders, but they're part of what makes New Zealand unique. Now let's explore taboos 7 to 4. At number 7 we have the practice of not wearing shoes inside. In New Zealand it's considered disrespectful to wear shoes inside someone's home. This stems from the Maori belief in the sanctity of the home. The home, or where, is seen as an extension of the family's ancestors. By keeping shoes and the dirt they carry outside, Kiwis show respect for the home and the family lineage it represents. Moving on to number 6, we find the taboo of ignoring a Maori greeting. If you've ever been to New Zealand, you may have encountered the Maori greeting, or hongi, where people press noses together. This gesture is more than just a casual hello. It's a sharing of the ha, or breath of life, symbolizing shared existence. Ignoring a hongi is seen as ignoring the person offering it and by extension, their existence. So don't shy away from this unique greeting. It's an integral part of the Maori culture and a special way to connect with the locals. Coming in at number 5 is the prohibition of sitting on tables. This may seem strange to some, but in New Zealand sitting on a table is a big no-no. Tables are seen as sacred spaces for eating and sharing meals. Sitting on them is seen as disrespecting the food and the nourishment it provides, so keep your bottoms on chairs, folks. Finally, at number 4, we have the taboo of passing food over the head of another person. This taboo is rooted in the Maori belief that the head is the most sacred part of the body. Passing food over someone's head is considered disrespectful and can be seen as a curse. So the next time you're at a Kiwi dinner party, remember to pass the potatoes under, not over. These taboos may seem intense, but they're deeply ingrained in the Kiwi way of life. Finally, we've reached the most shocking taboos, numbers 3 to 1. At number 3, we have the mispronunciation of Maori words. In New Zealand, the Maori language carries a significant cultural weight. It's not just about linguistic correctness, but also about respecting the culture and history of the Maori people. So when you're visiting, be sure to get those vowels and consonants right. Moving on to taboo number 2, the haka. This traditional Maori dance is a symbol of the tribe's pride, strength, and unity. It's performed at various occasions, including welcoming guests and before rugby games. But remember, it's not a performance for entertainment. Mocking or mimicking the haka is seen as highly disrespectful. And finally, the most shocking taboo of all, number 1. Do not ignore the tapu. Tapu is a sacred restriction, a rule set by the ancestors that must be followed. It can apply to people, objects, or places. For example, some mountains are considered tapu, and climbing them can be seen as disrespectful. These are the most shocking taboos in New Zealand, but they're also a testament to the country's rich cultural heritage. Before we wrap up, let's revisit the main points. We've journeyed through 15 intriguing taboos, from the sacredness of the head to the importance of not passing food hand to hand. Remember, in New Zealand, the native Maori traditions hold strong. And don't forget those strange facts. The longest place name in the world and the first country to see the sunrise each day. New Zealand is a land of unique traditions and fascinating taboos. Who knew?